Welcome to Frequency Online Maths. Still on conditional probability, we are going to solve this question. So the first question says there are 7 million students in a certain school. 7 million students. How is it possible? Is it possible at all? This country have 7 million students in their school. I don't know whether it's possible. We're gonna solve this question. There are 7 million students in a certain school. 150 students are enrolled in an algebra course, and 80 students are enrolled in a chemistry course. First up, 30 students are taking both algebra and chemistry. If a student is choosing at random, the question reads, question A, what is the probability that the student is taking algebra? What is the probability that that student is taking what? Algebra. The second question is, what's the probability that the student is taking chemistry? Given that the student is also taking algebra, this shows you that this is a conditional probability question. Given. Anytime you have given, when they want to dash you money, they want to give you money. You know that the probability of that person giving you money is what's conditional. Yes. So the C, what is the probability that the student is taking algebra? Given that the student is also taking chemistry. So how can we solve this question? You see this question as big as it is very simple. So we are going to solve the question. Solution. They said what is the probability that the student is taking algebra? So probability that the student is taking algebra is equal to how many people are taking algebra? They said 150 students are enrolled in an algebra course, so it will be 150 over the total students in the school. 150 over 7 million. Wonderful. So this will cancel this. So let's point it in our calculator. So that's the word probability. Now we have gotten this one. So if you like, you can still put it in standard form 2.14286 times 10 raised to the power minus 5. So the B aspect of the question, we said, what is the probability that the student is taking chemistry given that the student is also taking algebra? So probability of the student taking chemistry given that the student is also taking algebra. If you like, you can solve it using the shortcut, but let's solve it with the normal formula. So it will be probability of chemistry intercepts what? Sorry, chemistry and algebra. Chemistry intercepts algebra. So let me draw this thing on a Venn diagram for you. So this is first one is what? Algebra and chemistry. So 150 students are taking algebra. 80 students are taking chemistry, right? 80 students for chemistry. The intersection is what? 30. Their universal set is what? 7 million. God, I beg, I need this type of money on 7 million. So we have over probability of what? Algebra, right? So this will give us what? Probability of chemistry intercepts algebra is what? What they have in common. 30 students are taking both algebra and what? Chemistry. So we are going to have what? 30 all over 7 million. 1, 2, 3. Then all over probability of people taking algebra is what? 150. All over the total distance. 1, 2, 3. So this one can cancel this one. So we have 30 over 150. This one cancels this one. 3 here, 1, 3 here, 5. So we have 1 over 5, right? Which is around 0.2, right? 0.2. So I think I'm right. And divided by 5. 0.2. That's good. That's good. That's good. So the C aspect is what? Okay, let me show you the shortcut for this. So what I will do is, how many of C are in A? So this is my A. How many of C? How many of C are in A? Right? So how many of C are in A? This is my A. How many of C are in A? There are only what? 30. So 30 of C are in what? A. So it will be what? 30 over what? People that are in A. You still get what? The same answer. So that's the shortcut. Then see, what is the probability that the student is taking algebra, given that the student is also taking chemistry? The probability that the student is taking algebra, given that the student is also taking chemistry, will be what? Probability that the student is taking algebra intercepts chemistry all over probability that the student is taking chemistry. Very simple. So what are you going to do? I'm not going to do it like this one again. So probability of algebra intercepts chemistry is what? 30. All over probability of people taking chemistry is what? 80. So 3 divided by 8 will give us around 0.375. So we have 0.375 approximately, which is around 1 to 37.5% of 37%, 37.5%. So this is a clear solution to this question. I hope it's not that hard though. It's not that hard. So just master them. So if you want to use shortcuts, you say how many of A are in what? C. So how many of A are in C? This is our C. How many of A are in C? 30 over what? 8. You get your answer. Thank you for watching and may God bless you. Export more questions on this conditional probability. Bye bye.